Good morning and vanakkam. In this video, we're going to be reading from Dancing with Shiva, Hinduism's contemporary catechism, written by Sadhguru Sivaya Subramania Swami, a richly illustrated sourcebook of Indian spirituality in question and answer form, exploring how to know the divine, honor all creation, and see God everywhere, in everyone. Today's lesson is lesson 11, and we'll begin by reading the caption to the facing image. For Hindus, the divine is both immanent and transcendent, within and beyond. Shiva is often considered formless and Shakti is manifest form, with the two united in Ardhana Ishvara, half man, half woman. Shiva's bull mount and Shakti's lion rest nearby. Lesson 11. What is the nature of Saivite theology? Shloka 11. Saivism proclaims God Shiva is love, both immanent and transcendent, both the creator and the creation. This world is the arena of our evolution, which leads by stages to moksha, liberation from birth and death. Om. Bhashya. Saivism is a unique religion in which God is both manifest and unmanifest, dual and non-dual, within us and outside of us. It is not strictly pantheistic, polytheistic, or monotheistic. Its predominant theology is known as monistic theism, panentheism, or Advaita Ishvaravada. Monism, the opposite of dualism, is the doctrine that reality is a one whole, or existence without independent parts. Theism is belief in God and the gods, both immanent and transcendent. Saivism is monistic in its belief in a one reality and in the Advaitic or non-dual identity of man with that reality. Saivism is theistic in its belief in the gods and in God Shiva as a loving personal Lord, immanent in the world. Saivism expresses the oneness of Pati, Pashu, Pasha, God's soul world, encompassing the non-dual and the dual, faithfully carrying forth both Vedanta and Siddhanta, the pristine Sanatana Dharma of the Vedas and Shaiva Agamas. The Tirumandaram states, Shuddha Shaivas meditate on these as their religious path: oneself, absolute reality, and the primal soul. The categories 3, God, soul, and bonds, immaculate liberation, and all that fetters the soul. Om Namah Shivaya. Good morning and vanakkam. In this video, we're going to be reading from Living with Shiva, Hinduism's contemporary culture, written by Sadhguru Sivaya Subramania Swami. 365 daily lessons based on ancient Vedic laws, disclosing how to approach family, money, relationships, technology, food, worship, yoga, and karma to live a truly spiritual life. Today's lesson is lesson 166, and the topic is cross-national marriages. Many are the cross-national marriages happening today, marriages between members of different nations, religions, cultures, or races. Times have changed. It is communication that has done it. With no communication, there is no change. When information flows freely, independent thinking is the result, and change is inevitable. Yes, inevitable. And that is what we are seeing today. The younger generation are thinking for themselves, no longer relying on elders to advise. This is unfortunate, for now they will have to learn from their own mistakes. What a way to learn. But this is what is happening, and it is happening faster than we would like to see. Much faster. Any kind of marriage can survive if true love is there as its glue. True love is the kind of love that gives the couple the ability to give and take from each other without serious conflict, to go through the ups and downs together in trust, to support each other without fail, and to reign as benign king and queen, strong enough to bind all members of the family together. Even the rishis said that when true love is there, any kind of astrology is good, and the marriage will be lasting. Love overrides all bad influences and softens incompatibilities. Love is the sum of the law. But how would a young couple know if theirs is true love or magnetic love? By giving the love a test. That is how. Test it with time. Magnetic love weakens and all but disappears over time. True love grows stronger, much stronger with time. True love mellows through the years. Cross-national marriages are essential to the Hindu thought that avant-garde thinkers are sharing today. All the world is one family. Vasudhaiva Kudumbakam. Citizens of the world, bound in love, can survive the torrents of the upheavals that naturally come as lives are lived through together, and individuals grow ever closer and closer in body, mind, and spirit. Every marriage needs a support of some kind or another built into it. True love is the best support of all. But support from the parents on both sides is necessary help too, especially for couples who were drawn together only by magnetism. It is when the magnetic love fades away, and all that's left are the children, that support from family and friends is essential for the marriage to last without violent outbursts of released stress, which was once undying passion. Shall we have a look into the future? Since cross-national marriages have happened, are happening, and will continue to happen, there must be some sensible way for them to happen without undue strain on the families of the couple. Wisdom is supposed to fix things, heal conditions, and settle problems. But first we have to admit that there is a problem. And yes, cross-national marriages are a problem to many people of the old school. The old school only became old just 10 years ago. Before then, it was a school sharing standards of how things should be to maintain a growing and stable society. Sutra 166 of the Nandinada Sutras, Business among Members. My church members may employ other members provided payment is made promptly each Friday. They may receive blessings to go into business with one another if their relationships are harmonious and spiritual. Om. Good morning and Vanakkam. In this video, we'll be reading from Merging with Shiva, Hinduism's Contemporary Metaphysics, written by Sadguru Sivaya Subramania Swami. 365 Enlightenment Lessons from a Mystical Master, revealing the depths of Raja Yoga, the clear white light, the states of mind, and the ultimate spiritual destiny of every seeker. Today's lesson is Lesson 166, and the topic is the 5 states of mind. Observing the great vastness of the mind, we can draw another conclusion and say that there are 5 states of mind: conscious, subconscious, sub-subconscious, sub-superconscious, and superconscious. The first state is the conscious mind, in which we perform our daily routines. When awareness is in the conscious mind, we are externalized. This means we take our direction mainly from memory of past experiences, from other people, from newspapers, magazines, radio, television, or our emotions. The average man is aware in the conscious mind from the time he awakens in the morning until he falls asleep at night. That's what makes him average. Only when he becomes mystically inclined does he become consciously aware of some of the other 4 states. The second state is the subconscious mind, the grand storehouse and computer of man. It faithfully registers all thoughts and feelings that pass through the conscious state, whether correct or incorrect, whether positive or negative. It registers them and acts or reacts accordingly. The sub-subconscious, the third state of mind, is a conglomeration of various actions and reactions that we have experienced in daily life. It is a subtle state composed of 2 or more vibrations of experience, which mingle and form a third vibration. We have an experience, we react to it. Later we have a similar experience, we react to that. These 2 reactions merge in the subconscious, causing a hybrid reaction that lives with us many, many years. The fourth state is the sub-superconscious mind. Deep, refined, and powerful, it filters intuitive flashes from the superconscious mind through the subconscious gridwork. There are times when you want very much to find a clear answer from within yourself. However, being aware in the conscious mind predominantly, awareness is cut off from direct contact with the superconscious. So you begin to ask questions of yourself. These questions are registered in the subconscious. The subconscious, like a well-programmed computer, begins to search for the right answer from the superconscious mind. Then all of a sudden, you know the answer from the inside out. Finding solutions through insight or intuition is one of the functions of the sub-superconscious. It also is the source of all true creativity, inspiration, understanding, and perfect timing in daily events. The superconscious is the 5th state of the mind. Within it is one world within another world and yet another. All mystical phenomena and deep religious experiences come from the superconscious. It is the mind of light, beautiful and vast. When one is superconsciously alive, he feels joyously alive throughout the totality of his being, physically, emotionally, and mentally, for new energies are working through his nerve system. This state of the mind is available to everyone to be aware in. The superconscious is the mind of bliss. It is vast, pure intelligence. The sub-superconscious mind is that aspect of the superconscious functioning through established subconscious patterns. As we learn to identify these states, one from another, we also become more sensitive, like the artist who learns to observe depth, color, and dimension within a beautiful painting. His sense of enjoyment is far superior to that of the average man who simply sees the painting as a nice picture, having no appreciation of the intricacies of color, depth, movement, and technique. That's it for today's lesson. Take care of yourselves, have a beautiful day, and we'll see you in the next video. Om Namah Shivaya.